Hey everybody, welcome to my December Central Phoenix market update. This will be my final market update for the year, and it's a good one. We have a lot of signs, positive signs in the market that things are starting to turn around after a tough summer and fall, and fingers crossed that the market in 2026 will be a much better one than it's been this year. Let's dig into the numbers. First, we start off with the number of active listings. This has been dropping over the last month. Now that pattern could be seasonal. It could also be because the market is starting to improve, as we're going to see, or it could be a combination of both. Next, we take a look at the pending listings. You can see that this number had a surprising bump in November and has begun to come back down a little bit in December. Very much a seasonal pattern here, nothing to be alarmed about at all. New listings after a spike in the beginning of the month, we see that we have seen a drop over the last week or two. This is pretty normal for this time of the year, and we expect a spike in January. Homes sold over the last 30 days, this is generally trending upward. Very unusual for this time of year to see this trend. Homes sold over the last 6 months. Now, this is our longer term look at what's going on in the market as far as activity levels. You can see that this had been dropping throughout the summer and fall until a turnaround at the beginning of November. After being level for much of that time, it now looks like it's beginning to climb a little bit. This is unusual for December, and again, probably a sign that next year is going to be a much better year. Average price drop. Now, again, this number, the lower the number, the better it is for the market. It has been dropping since about the beginning of November. I really think that this is a sign that seller expectations are starting to come into line with buyer expectations, and I think that's part of the reason why we're starting to see the rebound in the market. Average sale price over the last 30 days, you can see that this number has been climbing pretty steadily over the last month. Average sale price over the last 6 months, after a long, arduous summer and fall, we are starting to see this number really turn around. This is a sign that rate decreases are likely pushing up against the seasonality, because typically this number would be going down a little bit at this time of year. I think, again, that this will be a sign that next year will be a good year for sellers. Average price per square foot of the closed listings. Now, this number has kind of lagged the other numbers, generally speaking, throughout the year. But even this number is beginning to turn around and trend upward. And lastly, we have the days on market, both active and closed. You can see that the closed is still trending upward while the active is pretty much stable. It appears that a lot of the older listings are starting to sell, and we can now see that sellers overall can expect for it to take about 100 days before they can sell on average. There you have it, folks, our December market update. Again, this will be my last one for the year. Going to be taking a couple weeks off, and the way that it times out, that's going to work anyway. I'll see you in January for our Coronado market update. Hopefully that one will begin to show some similar signs to what we're seeing here in Central Phoenix. If you have any questions for me, you can call me at 480-694-7643 or drop a comment, and I am happy to respond there. Otherwise, we will see you in 2026.